How about that? All right, people, you guys know what it is. The one and the only, the Megashuds podcast. And let's run it. Take two. Trumpito, Trumpito. I was not going to go live today. But come on, man. We got to go live. Batman said this will live in infamy. Yeah. It just might, Holmes. It just might. Yeah, this is actually the very first time, again, I guess. What was it, about a month ago or something? About a week ago. A couple of weeks ago, the same thing. Trump's that guy, homeboy. Trump's that guy. Let's see. So today I want to get some phone calls, chop it about Trump. Let me know what you guys think. In the polls, he's killing it, man. As far as the Republican nominee, there's nobody that's even close to touching Donald Trump's numbers, man. And I think that has a lot to do with it. I truly believe that if Trumpito was not running for office, that it would have been like, you know what, just let all this shit slide. Let this fool fucking go retire and do whatever he's going to do. And, go build some motels, whatever else he does, homeboy. But since Trumpito's running and going against the grain, I don't think so. Let's see. What's up, Joey Knuckles? What's good, my player? Hey, so I got you guys in the horn waiting for people to come in the room here. I want to thank all you guys for really supporting and taking a lot of merch off my hand. Like I said, I didn't want to order any more merch, any new stuff, until I got rid of all this old stuff. And I had at least 12 to 14 packages go out today with all kind of shirts, air fresheners, you name it. Anybody who ordered a shirt, I made sure to throw 1 or 2 free air fresheners in there for you guys. It was free shipping. I still have a few large. I have maybe like 4 or 5 3X and about another 4 or 5 4X. So you big boys, if you guys want some shirts, I'm getting rid of them for $25. Those are the ones that say American Cholo with the Venice Beach at the bottom. Those are $25. Now throwing air freshener in there, free shipping. So pretty much you're getting the shirt at cost, homeboy. And you're supporting the canal. Carnal. Fenner Lokes, what's good, player? How we doing, my man? Hey, Fenner, you got the air freshener yet, homeboy? Let me know. I'll hook you up. Round one says, what up, everyone? What's good in the hood? Oh, man, let me get my glasses on, homeboy. There you go, homeboy. Cali Mac for life, homeboy. Let them know, carnal. Let them know. They be trying to hate. They be trying to hate for the smallest things, homeboy. All right, Henry Rivera said, let's go trompas, homeboy. So I want to see who would like Trumpito to go to the penitentiary, who would like Trumpito to get out. Hey, when you're right, dog. Smiley Islos, Trumpito was arrested for 15 minutes. That's white privilege. Yeah, I mean, but that's just presidential privilege, man. I saw some commentating on CNN, and they were trying to make like a real argument about that. Anybody else would be on bail, would have their passport taken, would this is not anybody else. This is a former president of the United States. You can't sit here and hold people to the standard. I know some people say, well, everybody's no. I mean, everybody's not equal, and you all know that, carnal. Especially in the brown community. They say we equal, but it doesn't feel like it, homeboy. What's up, Derek? How you doing, my man? He said, what's good, y'all? Trumpito 2024. Angel Flores isn't hiding the fact that he's going for Trumpito. Cisco G said, what's up, Gil? Day one supporter. How hanging Homeboy is straight with you, homeboy. Yeah, carnal, we getting it in, homeboy. Life is good, homeboy. Life is good, homeboy. That's president. Yeah, that's absolutely presidential privilege. They get that, man. Presidents get that, senators get that, congressmen get that, and it starts going down. Less privilege the lower you go. That's just society. That's anywhere. So I can't sit there and say, oh, that he should be done. Nah. Mm-mm. Have more. G22, man. I emailed you for some merchandise. You still have more. I've got a few, but I'm running out of. I think I only have one 2X. I don't even believe I have any more XL. I got 3X. I got 4X, homeboy. So I'm not sure what exactly you're looking for. And I'm gonna be ordering up about 3 dozen hats. And then after that, I'm gonna place a new order, and I would like to get your guys' feedback. What you guys want? You guys, I'm kind of thinking the same the Venice Beach pattern, American Cholo, and make one that says SoCal, American Cholo, make one that says NorCal. I don't know if you guys will like those, homeboy. Give it up for the state. You know what? I'm supposed to be going to. I hit this guy up, but he hasn't hit me back up. But you know what? Maybe I'll just drive out there for the day regardless, homeboys. How's that sound? I'm down. Let me talk to my wife, and maybe I'll make a trip out of it. I won't necessarily have to do a podcast out there, but I'll go walk around and get a little bit of film out there. I'm down with that. So, Fanners. Drive-by scene. Would you like to interview the Mexican homie in the backseat of American Me, the drive-by scene? I don't know. It depends what he's doing, homie. If the Vato's doing good, it can give us a positive story. Absolutely. If the Vato's in the corner scratching his neck, talking about, hey, homie, I need another. Nah, I'm good, homie. To me, anytime I'm looking for an interview, I am looking for a message. I'm looking for a message of, this is what I was doing. This is what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to help out. I'm seeing the evils of my ways and changing how I was. I'm trying to look for change and positivity in any interview I do. If it's just the same old gangster guy, so it depends on me. Not to say yes, not to say no, homie. All right, Born Supreme says, lock that vato up. Lock that vato up. Born Supreme says he should be locked up. The key, that fool got 37 counts of not evading. He's got like lying to the feds, tampering. I don't know if I don't think it was witness tampering with materials. What else do they call it when they say you're tampering with the investigation? All kind of stuff, man. Este güey. Henry Rivera said, learn from these politicians. El que no tranza no avanza, Holmes. Nah, el que no tranza no avanza. Charle, carnal. This fool. Even in jail, he's able to run the state. That's what I heard. Is that true? Fanalogs, that is absolutely true. Even if Donald Trump gets convicted and goes to prison, he technically can still be the president of the United States. It does not disqualify him. A felony doesn't disqualify him from running for president. It may disqualify him from voting for himself, but it does not disqualify him for voting for president. So technically, we could have the first president of the United States in the pinta, Holmes. Tell me he won't be calling shots, carnal. Oh, that's insane. But then there's another thing they're thinking of. He can also try, I'm sure, to go to the Supreme Court to pardon himself. If he gets elected and becomes president, he will, no doubt, try to pardon himself. And that's something that I don't think it's ever happened. I know it's never happened. And the law books are going to be going crazy because there's going to be some new history in the law books. I mean, that many counts, I kind of see him getting convicted, homie. I mean, I just got to keep it real. I kind of see him getting convicted. Do I think other presidents have done the same? Absolutely. Biden did it. Fucking Pence had some. I'm sure every single president had. Like Hillary Clinton, she had thousands of emails and she tampered with her stuff. She went and erased a bunch of them. But you know what? That's what they do, Holmes. Let me get the number out there real quick. Let me put this out there. Make sure we're good to go. You know what I haven't done? Maybe let me check, Holmes. Gotta make sure I have it on a certain mode. Wait, when you get the trolls coming in, they got to sub, like I told West. Okay, let me see. Analytics. Edit video. Meanwhile, we'll do our thing. All right, then we'll go to edit. I kind of like that. Kind of like that better. Customization. There you go, homie. There you go, carnal. Now, if you're gonna talk shit, you got to pay the gate price, homie. There you go. The gate price is you subscribe, man. You know, subscribing is free. It's Subscribing is easy. What the problem is, Holmes? What the problem is? There you go. Now, if you're gonna talk your shit, you gotta subscribe. All right, there we go. Yeah, you know who really broke the law was Crooked Hillary. Yeah, no, for sure. For sure. Hillary definitely broke the law. For some of you who don't know, Hillary Clinton was using a computer that was not designated by the government. When the government is doing government business, such as, presidents, senators, I think she was at the time, what was she? She was Secretary of State, I believe, right? She was using a computer based from her home, which is easily hackable. That's why they don't let you use it. They use only ones that are government based, that they have all kind of cybersecurity against it, even those sometimes get hacked, right? So she had one of those. They found out about it. They told her they wanted it. She had one of her staff get it and just start deleting. And from if I can remember correctly, they deleted over 20,000 emails from that computer. And there was, I'm sure, some sensitive stuff that shouldn't be there. Now, could you imagine if you were just a private in the army or some not something so big, and they found out that you were doing your work from your laptop at home, and they asked you for that laptop, and then they come to find out that you erased 20,000 different emails from that laptop? You're going to prison. There's no doubt about it. But she's a Clinton, homie, so they let it slide. Then you got a difference. Locus, Scallis has up already. Throw away the key. There you go. All right, so let's get the phone number up there. I want to let you guys talk. I want to hear what you guys are talking about, oh boy. All right, there you go. Let's Megashuds in Cali only makes sense, really. Megashuds. I haven't heard that one yet. All right, look at you, homeboy. Rock and roll is at work. He got the new Holly. That's right, and became a member. Gotta love it, homie. Gotta love it. There is no dirt on Obama. I don't know. The one thing I will say about Obama that I see frequently is how quick Obama, Hillary, and Biden, how quick they changed their stance on gay marriage. When they were against gay marriage, to be honest with you, I didn't care. I was like, they want to be as miserable as us. They can go ahead. I'm just playing though. So I remember how they were so against gay marriage, and all of a sudden, hey, it's a voting block. No, now we got to be for it. Caller, who's this?
Oh shit! I made it.
You made it. You made it, Holmes. Let's do it.
What's up, Gil?
What's going on, brother?
What's up? Let's do this.
Let's run it, man. What you got to say?
I just wanted to tap in, bro, and show support.
That's right. I mean, where are you calling from?
That's about it, bro. From Santa Rosa.
Santa Rosa. How long you been tapped into the channel?
Like a good year.
Okay, all right, that's good. You see the progression. Yes, we're moving, homie. Hey, man.
Yeah.
I appreciate the support, my man.
Yeah, that's a good year, bro. That's a good year, honestly.
That's right, homie. Hey, man, God bless and thank you for the support, carnal. Shout out to your town.
Thank you.
All right, player late. he just want to call and get in before the phone starts going crazy. All right. Yeah, there you go. She had a secret email too. I mean, to me, it's this, man. To me, it's I truly feel that Trump is some guy who is so against the grain, so against the norm, that they are looking for any reason for this guy not to run. Straight up. And to me, if you're gonna go after Trump, go after Biden, go after Pence, go after Hunter, everybody. Keep it equal. Chavita, what's good, man? What's going on? Talk to us.
Chillin, Gil. ¿Cómo estás, bro?
I'm good. Over here talking about Trumpito, homeboy. Trumpito got 37 charges, homeboy, nothing major.
You think he's going to go to La Negra's Indicted show?
That's a good one.
In a month or a couple of months.
he's gonna be with Negative talking about indicted. Hey, homie, he might, carnal, he might, but after he goes to the pita, he's gonna be a true American cholo, homeboy.
That's right. He's gonna get the votes once he hits that YouTube show, that Indicted show. He's gonna get all the votes. We'll be like, hell yeah, votamos. So get this fool back in the office.
Hey, what do you think?
Yeah, that. I think that, like, I honestly, I'm gonna be totally 100% honest, Gil. I could kind of predict. You kind of see this come in.
Yes.
Even you just years ago, it's just they wouldn't lay off of him, whether it was in the Russia thing, whether it was interfering with the voting, whether it was January 6th. So you kind of seen it a mile away, you know what I mean? But I think if they're going to do this, it's okay with me as long as they do it across the board.
Yes.
Go back to Reaganomics and the funding of
the Contras. Yeah, that was crooked, homie. That was crooked.
Straight up, like, and there's millions of lives. I'm exaggerating this. I don't know if it was millions, but there was tons of lives in El Salvador that were taken behind of American policies.
Go after Bush for a fake war in Iraq.
That's right.
And making up the war in Iraq, and that was fake, and everybody knows it. For sure.
If it's the new trend, I'm okay with it. If they're going to stick to this program and they're going to say, hey, we're going to go after the presidents from here on forward, hold them accountable so that our future generations are going to go, okay, we have accountability now with those that are disconnected from our comunidad, but look at, they're holding them accountable. That's what we want. That's what we want as Americans.
Right.
We want that freedom. We want that accountability. We don't want these random regimes coming through and abusing our communities anymore. And so if they're going to do that, I'm okay with it. You know what I mean?
But equal across the board. And we equal, look.
Yeah.
Biden had some in his fucking garage. Pence had some secret stuff in his house. Hunter Biden, his son, had all kind of stuff. Come on, that guy's a crackhead, and he was a CEO of this, CEO of that, selling art for fit. No, it's all bribes. So to me, is this? Yeah, if you're gonna get Trump, get Biden, get Hunter, get Pence, get Bush, get all these politicians. Don't pick and choose because Trump's pulling your card.
That's right, because it's the cool thing to do, to go after, the man that speaks whatever's on his mind. It's kind of like the trend. It's just like, the other people are speaking what everybody wants to hear, herding the sheep. And
right.
This one isn't doing that. So we're going to go after him because he's the loudest in the room and is potentially the most threatening in the room.
Yes.
And, and there were some good things that Trump did. And there's a lot of bad things that Biden's doing. Them turning their back on the border, Kamala Harris's bullshit that she's pushing on the border and allowing is absolutely criminal in my mind. To allow children, I just read a story of a Honduran girl who was 8 years old, or 8 or 9, and her parents had her birthed in Panama because she had a congenital heart disease along with a blood disease. She lived to be 9 years old in Central America. They get here, they come up, and they make it to the U.S. The parents are attempting to give the documents and the paperwork to the nurse practitioner in the housing facility here in, I think it was Texas, in Texas. And the nurse practitioner is now under the scope because allegedly she didn't look at them, review them, and take the parents seriously. The girl ended up dying. She had a complication and she died. I'm thinking, God damn it. Why the fuck is Kamala and Biden not speaking on this bullshit? And that's criminal in my mind. I mean, it's like it gets you fired up, right? So they got to do it across the board if they're going to do it.
Absolutely.
They got to go after all these fools that are using our tax dollars for their benefit, not giving it back to the community, not doing what we're asking, and get them audited and get them the fuck out if they're not going to represent.
The problem will be is we won't have any politicians left for everybody will be in jail. let's keep it real. Everybody will be in jail.
Fucking empty ass building.
Where's Congress? They're all in jail, Holmes.
Just un pinche fucking security guard sitting there like, well, nobody's in there and you can't go in, but I'm here. I got a job sitting in security for this office building of these fucking exactly.
That's the problem, brother. Hey, buddy, thanks for the great call, man. Thank you, brother. I appreciate it.
All right.
Yeah, everybody be in jail, man. Hey, so there's one for you. Obama, Operation Fast and Furious. That's when they pretty much get the cartel a bunch of weapons and said they're going to track them, and then that didn't work. Kill on the ropa. Don't put NorCal. Just put upstate instead. I don't know. I think SoCal, NorCal. You want to say the American Cholo upstate? I can do that as well. Why can't we have 3, Holmes? Let's see what we got. Caller, who's this? He hung up. Don't get scared. Don't get scared. Yeah, Obama also, he did have a lot of drone strikes, man. Had a 16-year-old American killed in a drone strike. There's definitely dirt on him. You can look it up. I remember there was also another one that they consider a terrorist, but he was still a United States citizen, which he should still have, his judicial justice, whatever it is. I don't know, Josh. You hung up from Tejas, homeboy. Let's see what else you guys got. That's a good one. Dude. That's a good one. IE Fools want AC Pink Pride merchandise, carnal. Este güey. Mr. Joe, what's good?
No much, bro. No much. Hey, I just wanted to throw something out there. So I was talking to my coworker earlier today, and we started talking about like I don't know if you remember those cages that they built by the border to put people in the people that were crossing. Well, everybody says, "Oh, Trump built those cages and this and that." But if you do your research, it was Obama that had those cages built and enforced it, and people never talked about it when he was president.
Yeah.
But as soon as Trump came in, as soon as Trump came in, he just enforced what was there already. And he's the biggest this and that, and people need to open their eyes and see what was going on even before Trump came in. You know what I'm saying?
No, that's politics. Yeah, for sure. The cages and all that were built under the Obama administration. The Obama administration was also the administration that deported the most people than any other administration. They call him the deporter in chief. He did. But see, this is the difference, and that was the cool, smooth thing about Obama. Obama would talk to you smooth, cool. He was a cool, calm, collective guy. But all the while, he was doing dirt behind the scenes. Like the drone bombings, the deporting of most Latinos in history was under the Obama administration. Trump's problem is that Trump's a dirtbag. Let's keep it real. He's a dirtbag developer that just pretty much says what he wants, doesn't try to finesse nothing, and just says it. And that's why people sit there and hate his fucking guts. But at the same time, that's why they're scared of him. And when I say that, I say the actual system, because he's the guy that will go against the grain regardless of who it is. And they don't like that. Yeah. He's not doing anything different than any other politician is, other than exposing the game for what it is, saying, you know what, I used to bribe. In other words, he's saying, I used to bribe both of you guys. If you want to close these loopholes for taxes, then you guys go ahead and close them. Yeah. But in reality, when it comes down to it, it's all about the money. And both parties are slaves to the money, whether it's Republican Party, the Democratic Party. They're both slaves to money. Yes.
Yeah. Well, anyways, I just wanted to point that out because I was having a conversation with my coworker today, and I told him look it up, and sure enough, yeah, it's facts.
100% true. 100% true.
But keep up the good work, man. I appreciate everything you do, man.
Thank you, brother. Appreciate the call, man. God bless. Bye-bye. All right, so, yeah, that's the number up there, 818-538-9330, 818. I prefer transparency. That's the number, 818-538-9330. Let's see what you got, Texas. Caller. Ooh, that's loud. Turn it down.
Hey.
What's going on, brother? Talk to us.
Saludos from Texas, American Cholo.
Texas,
man, I wanted to
Yeah,
man.
What's up,
hey,
brother?
I know you're talking about Trump and all this, man, but what's up with this dude in Florida? You know what I'm saying? Like all the shit he got going on and shit, like all about anti-immigrant and all this. And,
who,
and then Trump talking. Yeah, that dude, man. Well, I feel like he's just trying to take over all of Trump's little crowd and shit, man. Like,
yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
But that's a bad move on his part. That's a real bad move on his part. They're trying to get people back over there because, you're not going to take the working class and say you got to get out of here. That's a horrible move. If California tried doing that, the economy would crash.
And then you got Trump talking about that if he's president, that he's gonna make it to where no immigrant's child could be a U.S. citizen. He won't be able to be born into the rights like you know how it normally goes. Like
how they
birth a child here.
He's trying.
You know how a lot of people they want to come over here to have a child here because they feel like that's they hit dice. You know what I'm saying? They got a kid on this side, now they got a breadwinner who could feed other ones and other poor countries. You know what I mean?
Right. And to
But I
me,
don't know. I don't know if you've seen about that one, man.
no,
I just
I
wanted to
have.
point that one out.
I definitely have. I think yeah, he's definitely trying to pander to his base. I don't think that that's a wise move as well, but it's also we'll see what happens. I think the wise move
But shit,
is trying to
I
actually
agree
help the
with you.
border.
I do agree with you though. How you be talking about how they're gonna hold Trump accountable and shit. I think the way feds get down is more than one. So shit, if they're gonna get down with one of them, they should get down with all of them, right?
Straight up.
That's how they do when they pick one of them.
They get everybody. You get 10 years for making the wrong phone call, homeboy. Not even touching, no work, nothing. You get 10 years.
Yeah.
Straight up.
Already parte la sopa. Yeah, I think he should vote on that one. Goddamn.
There you go.
I bet you if you throw a vote on this shit, I bet you like you know how they got on YouTube with the little polls to see like, oh yes, no, maybe what
For
you feel
sure.
on it. I mean, I bet you get a unanimous.
For
So
sure.
that's all I had to say. American Cholos, saludos.
For sure.
Estamos, man. Keep it pushing, man. Keep it going, man.
Thank you, brother. Appreciate
watching
it.
you.
Shout out to Texas, homeboy. Much love. There you go. Carnal Tejanos in the building. John Wayne, later, suckers. Man, Gil, left my fucking ass out. You got a mega high in your closet. Y'all tripping. I like you too, Gil. Y'all killing me. Oh. No, man. I just call it how I see it. What's fair is fair, homie. Listen, to me, it actually makes Trump more likable when I see him going after him the way they do. Get this call real quick. Caller, who's this? Hello.
What's up, Joe? How you doing? Yeah, this is Rick. How you doing?
What's up, Rick? Talk to me, man.
Hey, man. I find it funny how some Latino, some people want to blame only the when it comes to the kids in cages, who built the cages. They want to blame only the Democrats. But here's the thing: the Republicans, they didn't have to use those cages to put those kids in there. They didn't have to use them. You understand what I'm saying? So it's really both of them that are doing.
Well, they're still using them. You know that, right?
Guy and a bad guy.
They're still using them.
Well, yeah, I mean, but that's what I'm trying to say. People believe that this thing that you have the left and the right, one of them is good and the other one is bad. I mean, they're both.
Yeah, they're equal.
Both part of the same system.
They're
both part of the same system. So these people trying to say you guys are bad and these guys are good. It's just these people are brainwashed. They don't understand that both of these political parties play it. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely. I agree with you. And the thing is that both political parties just pander to the Latino community and the Latino vote, because if we were African American or if we were LGBTQ, we would have immigration reform. No doubt about it. But the problem is that just like the Dodger Stadium thing, it's always, why are you worried about it? The Latinos' worst thing is, if I'm doing good, what do I care about everybody else? But they don't understand that everybody else means your tios, your uncles that are behind you. And we should care about the people that are here. That's over 11 million people who are illegally here. These people should have a pathway to citizenship. But unfortunately, we keep fighting over the smallest stuff, and we're never going to get there.
I absolutely agree, man. Unfortunately, we have a lot of ignorant people that have drank the Kool-Aid, and I've seen them develop this hatred towards their own people. Like the pressure that they see in the TV, the propaganda that's focusing on brown immigrant people, they can't handle the pressure, so they turn on their own, and in a way, kind of like to please the Anglo politicians, you know?
Right.
Check this out. What do you think about this theory here? Remember when all that assaulting on the eloteros was happening? Remember all that stuff, right? It kind of I don't see it that much anymore. The ones that have been doing this, check this out. What do you think about this? The ones who have actually been doing this, who have been hiring these the people from this, this little small group that are coming from a certain part from the African American community.
Yeah.
They were being used by the Republicans as their buffalo soldiers to attack these people in order to intimidate them, so they can no longer continue to sell and immigrate to the United States. It was intimidation tactics that they were using.
No, I don't buy that. I think it's just, young, immature people who will attack their own people. So they see a minority, because we do it all the time. They see a small, let's say, Central American Mexican person pushing an elote cart. They know, one, they're 90% illegal, so they know they're scared to call the cops. They know they don't want anything to do with it. They know they're carrying cash, and they know that pretty much they're gonna get away with it without any repercussion, because this person isn't even gonna really fight back. So they're just taking care. They're just taking advantage of the weak when they do that, in my opinion.
Okay. Well, the reason I say that is because some dude on TikTok, he uploaded a video where there's an actual person from this community actually saying that the only thing that can save the African American community now is to be completely racist towards immigrants.
Oh well,
Straight out from their mouth.
but there is some. There's a very small percentage that do feel that way, that they're running with the narrative almost of a white supremacy, but it's a very small percentage. But on the other side of that token, there's also a very small percentage of Latinos who pretty much fall under the fucking banner of white supremacy. So there's always small percentages of different ethnicities that are doing stuff like this, but you can't sit there and believe that's the whole group, is what I'm saying.
Well, I believe it's a very big group.
Okay.
That's all. But
Okay.
anyways, man, thanks for taking my call.
Thank you for your opinion, brother. Appreciate it. Bye bye. All right, man, we're getting it in. That's what I'm talking about, homie. It's dangerous, but I like immigrants. Okay. Gil Loco for president. Raider Tommy, you know what it is, homie. Oh yeah, no, it wasn't so much Obama was spying. Well, he was. Well, no, he was. You're absolutely right. Yeah, everybody's got dirt on him. Obama was spying like a mother. That was the Joe Snowden. Was it Joe Snowden or Joe Snowden? Or I just know Snowden. It was the Snowden era. You're absolutely right. So there you go. The Obama administration was spying us. The Bush administration went to a fake war. The Biden administration got transgenders showing their boobs in the law. Hey, dude, I can't even. I don't know. It's nuts. Dude. It's nuts. I don't know. It's going crazy. Mr. Gonzalez from New York. What's good?
What's going on, Gil? Hope you having a good night, brother.
I am, my man. Thank you. What you got to say?
Yeah, brother. Much respect and love to you. I wanted to give you a trucker's perspective because I'm driving the ports a lot.
Perfect. Let's talk.
So I work at the ports, and I've been coming in and out for about 2 years now. What happens in October? The business has been shut down to the point where even my boss is like, bro, I don't even know how we're going to pay the bills for these trucks. And I've seen a lot of truckers just basically sell their trucks. And we had a lot of shipment coming from China and from Russia that they just don't exist anymore.
Right.
The business is a big cut down to the point where we have to basically break it down. We're going to just the bare bones, going to fuck with the people that fuck with America. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And I wanted to ask you this question. Do you think if Trump wins, right? Let's say Trump wins, do you think he can open business back up?
I think if anybody can, when it comes to that kind of thing, I think he actually can, because he's the one that put the tariffs on China when every politician was saying, no, all you're going to do is raise the prices. We're going to go into a tariff war. China's going to start raising. But we are the consumer of the world, right? And what really happened is after the tariffs, China broke it down. China sat there and said, oh, man, these guys are finally waking up to the fact that we're getting taxed like a mother from the Chinese government when we send stuff over there. When they send stuff over here, we don't. But the reason most politicians don't want that is because most politicians have their money in China. Most politicians, if their sons, if their daughters have business, they have it in China. And China's building this stuff. But after the COVID, what it proved to us is that's dangerous, because they have a much bigger population. They'll have much more, infections like that. If we count on them, our economy completely stops. I believe the way to do it is to get Mexico and all the southern countries involved in manufacturing. And that way, those countries will eventually evolve and have more of a middle class, and they're not going to want to come over here to America. We're still getting the cheaper prices because it's coming from a country that the it's not that expensive to live in. But at the same time, the cost, the trucking will be here, the shipment will be here. It's not like we're getting it clear across the world. And then when you have issues, when you have issues with Russia right now, because China's, they're partnered up with Russia. Let's just keep it real. And since
the crane broke the camel's back.
That broke the camel's back. Yes, and that disturbed the
Trump
world
wasn't
economy.
There to be like, and Trump wasn't there to be like, dude, you tripping, or fuck Ukraine, And you know what? I support Ukraine with the whole shit, but I wanna be able to pay my bills. You feel me?
Absolutely.
Open up for business. I don't give a fuck about war, none of that shit. I mean, if we gotta do what we gotta do, we can go guns blazing, like it's all good.
Right.
But I don't know, man.
Bottom
is all the way over there.
Bottom line is, when it comes down to it, every American and what they want is to be able to provide, any good American. And I say good American, I mean anybody who's working, trying to take care of business. All they want is, at first, we're not even trying to get rich. We're just trying to put a roof over our head, pay our bills, and make sure we're living somewhat comfortable. That's just what I want. And when you're in a trucking business like that, it's scary, brother. It's scary because you also have the other side trying to make all these trucks, like in California, they're trying to make these trucks everything electrical by like I think 2035 or something. They can't even keep the lights on over here. The infrastructure for electricity it doesn't exist the way they're trying to make it. And they're also over here in California.
But I'm gonna say this.
Yeah, go ahead.
I'm gonna say this though. That's I don't know if that's for trucks. That might be just for cars. But what I was mentioning to you last time I called, the smoke that came in from Canada. That shit was so crazy. It puts a different perspective because the global warming is real. Whatever the fuck you wanna say, but
no,
when the smoke is coming
it.
around, that motherfucker reached from Canada all the way to Baltimore.
Well, welcome to California, Holmes. We get that every 3 years.
Bro, I lived in Santa Clara County. I lived in Orange County. I never seen no smoke like that in California.
No, in the last couple of years, it's been like that, bro. In the last couple of years, I think like last year it happened to like 2 years in a row already, where you just look up and the sky's orange and it's just dirty and nasty. But let me say let me say this when it comes to global warming. Most of the people who are up in arms, I'm not saying you, I'm just saying like politicians, right? Who are up in arms about global warming are the same politicians, the same movie stars that take these private jets, homie, that live in these multi-million-dollar homes that nobody in their mind would ever have a footprint that much pollution that goes into building these places. I know because I work on them. All the people that are telling you and telling us, hey, stop the pollution, are the ones flying from here to Morocco to Europe to this to that in their private jets, polluting the hell out of the world. But at the same time, because they got money, but you guys shouldn't do it. That's the problem I got with it.
Yeah, brother. It's crazy as fuck, bro. I appreciate you. You know what I'm saying? Keep doing your thing, bro.
Thank you, brother. I appreciate the call. That's right, brother. New York, man, with the drivers. Shout out to all the truck drivers out there, man, doing their thing. Because they're the ones that people don't see. They're the ones behind the scenes, putting food on your table, bringing the water bottles, bringing the chairs, bringing the microphones, bringing the laptops, bringing the cars, even bringing the clavo, homie. Just don't tell nobody. Let's see what we got, homie. Happy birthday to your carnal, Nutter Butterball. Puro 259 Street. Crazy kids never grow up. There you go, homeboy. Happy birthday to your brother, homeboy. And many more. He hates Raza Gil. Who's that, homie? Trumpito? Yeah, Trumpito hates himself, homeboy. Yeah, also, the Republicans, a lot of people don't want him in there. Let's see what you got. Caller, who's this? Mr. Robert, talk to us.
Hey, Gil, what's cracking?
We're getting it in, buddy. What you got to say?
Here's what I want to say to you, brother. So you were talking about that. Look, I'm a Trump supporter myself. I consider myself more conservative on that side of things.
Okay.
Trying to keep people working. I'm a construction like yourself. I'm a concrete, masonry man.
Okay.
Brick, block, stone. But so here's what I had to say, though, because I heard what you had to say about how Trump did a lot of good stuff, and yes, he did, do the tariffs and all that. But don't you think that some of the consequences we face from him challenging them was them putting the coronavirus all over the planet and shutting down all economies across the world.
Well, I think what you're saying is you're kind of blaming Trump for the coronavirus.
No, I'm not doing that at all. What I'm saying is that he did the right thing and was, trying to stop them in their tracks. But what they did is they try to give us, look, we're still paying the consequences today for what's going on because of how high prices are on materials, food costs, fuel prices, everything else. And, and the Democrats are not to blame with that too. But you know what I'm saying is that don't you think in your mind at all that he may have possibly fueled up the fire a little bit to make them do this to cause panic in the world?
I'm not sure about that, but I'll give you my biggest gripe with Donald Trump. When people, I try to educate people on Trump when it comes to people saying, I hate Trump, right? And you hear that all, especially in the Latino community. I hate Trump. And then why? Because he's racist. Why? Because he's racist. Okay, well, give me a policy. The policy that I got that I think Donald Trump screwed just about every American, except for the rich ones, is a tax break. I saw a commercial last week on one of the, I think it was Fox or something, right? It was after one of the town halls or something somebody was doing, and it was a commercial of Donald Trump, and he was banging against DeSantis, right? And he was saying how DeSantis wants to raise your taxes, and then they show this picture of a family eating at the table, all happy. Donald Trump gave tax breaks to all Americans and made it so much easier for us to live and this and that. And my wife looks at me, she's like, did he give tax breaks to everybody? I said, yes, sweetie, but that commercial is not telling you the whole truth. What the commercial is not telling you is that the tax break he gave to middle-class America was temporary. It ran out after a couple years. And the huge tax break that he gave to the corporations was permanent. So unfortunately, Americans just see, oh, he's going to give us a tax break, and they jump to the first guy that gives us a tax break. But in reality, what he did, he swindled the middle-class American to think that he gave us a tax break, which in reality, now we're paying for it. I want to say this has a lot to do with those tax breaks. I'm not saying the Biden administration is helping any, but the inflation, the gas prices, all that, because the richer people they don't give more money to you. You don't see Amazon workers all of a sudden making real great wages because Amazon's making more billions or Tesla. No, the richer guys get, the more money they make, the bigger boats they buy, the bigger planes they buy, the more flex they do. And that's my issue with what Donald Trump did to most of Americans.
I hear what you're saying, but as well as I do, the rich stay rich.
Yeah,
for
sure.
That. They don't worry about shit, and they spend money no matter what, and if you're working for the rich people, they don't face recession. They don't face anything like that. They continue to go on forward with projects and spend the money that needs to be done to get what they want. You know?
For sure.
Because they have unlimited funds.
Yeah, they don't look They don't look at egg prices and say eggs are $12. They used to be $9. They don't look at gas prices and say, wow, gas is $6. It used to be $3. They don't even look at that. They let their accountants look at it.
They don't look at it. They don't even have a clue. They don't give a shit. They just have so much. They just keep spending and spending. You know that.
Pretty much. All right, my man. Hey, I appreciate the phone call.
Yeah. All right, Joe. Hey, good talking to you, brother. So I can keep up the good show.
Thank you, brother. Appreciate it. All right. There you go, player. We get it in. They say Cholo's the leader of the new world, homie. The new world order, carnal. Like what's his name? Hulk Hogan, carnal. Man, 10 people shot here after the Nuggets game and bags of fentanyl everywhere too. Oh, that's unfortunate, man. That's unfortunate. Right now. It's just unfortunate. The gun stuff is out of control. Yes, Snowden exposed them all, carnal. They're even right now. They're listening to every phone call. They're tapping everything. They're putting it all in a database. That way, when it's time to come for you, like Trumpito. And that's the issue I got with them coming after Trump. It's like Trump is speaking shit that they don't like, so they're coming after him to put him down. He is doing the same shit all the other politicians did, but the other politicians played their role and played their game and said, okay, man, I won't talk about this. I won't talk about that. And that's what they don't like, man. So, I mean, unless he croaks, and if he croaks, then, they got him, homeboy. But I think Trumpito's going to be in the pinta calling shots, homeboy. What you got? $1.99 into subscription. I'm telling you, man, become members, homie. It's not that expensive, and you help the channel grow. Now you help the platform grow. There's not many Latino Cali Mac platforms that are speaking what we speak of. That we speak on the hood shit. Yeah, of course, because I want the guys in the hood to pay attention and start realizing that this is the real game of politics. This is the real stuff that pays the bills. This is the real stuff that's going on in America. You know, people think that low-level street stuff is it. Nah, homie, that's just low-level street stuff. Eventually, you're gonna realize this is where it's at, carnal. This is where the major indictments are going on. Yeah, you know this. Hold on, somebody text me real quick. Sure, it's not. All right. I'll get that in a minute. Oh, you guys can call 818-538-9330. At least hit the like button. That's all we ask, homie. Gil, you a smart man. Yeah, but unfortunately, sometimes I'm a smart ass, homeboy. But that's just that's just who I am, player. That's just who I am. All right, let's see who's calling. Caller, who's this? Talk to us, brother.
Hey, ¿qué pasa, Gil? What's good?
What's good, brother? We're over here getting it in, man. Talk about Trumpito and the charges, homeboy.
Yeah, Simone, I hear that, man. What's your perspective? Like, are you a Republican or?
You know what?
I'm more for the Democrat.
I'm a independent. I'm independent. I lean a little bit conservative, more right, because the older you get, the more conservative you're gonna get, because the more you're gonna realize how the game is really played, right? I'm but I'm definitely in the center, more right. I'm a guy that can look at both sides and not get my feelings hurt, because the problem is, listen, I will get accused by some people, you're a fucking Republican, Trumpito, and then I'll make a comment on Trumpito, you're a left-wing fucking sheep, this and that. Nah, homie, I'm a guy who sits in the middle and calls the bullshit out on both sides, and that's what I try to do, to have the conversation on it. Like when it comes to immigration, both parties screw us. Both parties sit there and promise us everything, and to me, the issue is this, especially in California. In California, it is a Democratic ran state, right? We are the majority.
Yep.
We don't have the majority as far as mayors in California. We don't have a Latino governor. So it's as if, hey, we want your vote, but we don't want your opinion. We don't want you to run anything. You guys just sit there and we'll take care of you. But no, nobody's going to take care of us better than us, homeboy. So what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to get the people to get politically involved and realize that both of these parties are a business. And as a business, and you're the consumer, right. As a business, you don't just keep, any business guy will tell you, you don't just keep going to the same guy for 20 years and the service is not that great. Go out and say, hey, man, what do you got to offer me? What do you got to offer me?
Man, I 100% agree, homie, porque, pues, you know, like most of the Latinos and blacks were all, basically, we were taught to go for the Democrats,
yes.
You know, the Democratic Party, porque, well, they would help us out more. But, you know, we've been lied to since we're, you know, young, and the government's still lying to us. And
yeah, the Democratic Party in California, what they do to minorities, especially to the youth, they give you quote unquote free stuff, right? They'll give you here you go, here's the free stuff, but then you look at your rent, you look at the mortgages that nobody can afford anymore to buy houses, you look at your car payments, you look at the APR, you look at the food. There's nothing for free, Holmes. There's nothing for free. Everything they give you has a price to it. And that's the game I'm trying to get people to realize it. This is the hustle, and they've been hustling. And when I say they, I mean both parties. But we keep voting, sir. We keep voting Democrat. We need to stop. When I say stop, I'm not saying go ahead and vote. I'm saying stay out of the election. Just don't vote. That way they can say, hey man, why are the Latinos not voting for us? Well, maybe because they're waking up to the truth that you're hustling them. That you're not giving them anything, that you're not making their communities better. And they're not. They're making our communities worse.
Hey, bro, I'm going to take that off a little, like, you know.
Yeah, let's do it.
Because, well, I grew up in Cali in the 805, you know, Oxnard, and then I moved to Texas, to South Texas in the 956, you know, in the valley by the border.
Okay.
And, I don't know, like Texas and Cali never really, you know, the raza never really united. They never really messed with each other.
Right.
I always was stuck in the middle, you know. It's like, shit, you know, I was raised in both areas, and it's like, fuck. You know, when is the Raza gonna put that shit to the side and shit?
I don't know, bro. I was gonna do a video today, and I'm gonna probably do one this week. I'm still trying to get the title of it, but it's gonna be something like why white people are much more successful than Latinos, and this is why.
Hey,
The reason
hey,
is
hey,
go
la
ahead.
neta. Oh, my bad.
No,
I didn't mean to
go
interrupt
ahead,
you, bro.
go ahead.
La neta, like, you think the blacks are over here arguing? Oh, pues you're from Cali and I'm from Texas. Like, no, they don't even look at that shit.
Well,
They don't
yeah,
look at that shit.
that's what I'm saying. When it comes to the Weddles, they ain't worried about that shit. That's low level shit. They used to worry about it maybe back in the barbarian days, but it's like
Yeah.
we haven't left that tribalism. Like over here, oh Gil, you want to call yourself Calumet? Oh Gil, like dude, this is what you want to fight about, homie? This is what you want to fight about? It's almost like fighting on the block. Fucking 20 years later, hey fool, my block's downer than yours. Motherfucker, you 40, 50 years old without a job, a fucking straight champ, and I'm supposed to be fighting for that? Nah, I got bigger fucking fish to fry. I'm taking care of my family. I'm paying a mortgage. I'm doing shit, homie. That's the problem. We get bogged down into that low level shit, fool. And until we shake that, we're gonna stay at the bottom. I mean, we could be deep as fuck. We could have the most numbers in the world, but all we're gonna be is that fat, sloppy motherfucker that can't fight. And that's who we're becoming because we're not getting it together, homie, because we keep on fighting for the dumbest shit, homeboy.
Hombre. Hey, Gil, keep it up, homie. Much love from Texas, and you already know.
Appreciate you, man. That's right, brother. Thank you, homie. You have a good night. Late. So, Joey Knuckles, foreclosures report came out yesterday, and they are skyrocketing. Yeah, I believe it, homie. I believe it, man. Big Nino, this man goes hard. He said, what else you got, Joey Knuckles? Be prepared, people. Recession has started. I believe it. Angel, what's good?
Hey, what's up, brother? Hey, I'm gonna articulate this the best I can, and I'm gonna get out of the subject.
You got it.
Okay, so what I'm gonna say is this, bro. Like, and I'm not trying to bring it back, but all this other stuff that went on, this, that, and the other, and a lot of motherfuckers that are, I don't think they understand a lot of the shit that a lot of homies went through in the 90s, and that's cool. But the thing is that a lot of these vatos, saying the N-word and using it, and these vatos laugh at these dudes because they're saying, look, they want to be like us, they want to mock. You know what I mean? Like,
I've heard that, yes.
Yeah, these vatos, they laugh at it like these dudes want to be like us. They want to act like us. And like, a lot of these vatos are dick riders. Serio. And it's embarrassing. It's really embarrassing. I mean, you can twist it, turn it, and say whatever. Oh, because I was raised here. And like Bozo said, homie, how come they don't act like you if they were raised, you guys were raised in the same barrio?
There you go.
Right?
No, and the majority.
And a lot of these vatos.
Listen, a lot of these vatos that say that, they say, I grew up in this part of town. That part of town is fucking 80%, 90% Latino, homie.
And I know, but I mean, this is we look for excuses. It's a bunch of bullshit. I don't believe it. I don't buy it. And these vatos need to get back to who they are and be proud of who they are, homie, and stop dick riding. Yeah. That's what they need to do, homie.
I get that, but it takes us even, because like in my family, my nephews, my son, they don't talk like that straight up. We don't. But trip out on this. I ran into a homie here last week. That fool's like 50 something years old, man. And he says, I said, really, fool? He's like, oh, I'm sorry, homie. I'm sorry. I'm like, come on, fool. Like, ease your way out of that. But it's us to teach the homies. But the thing is, you got to kind of, because now I see homies that before would say it a lot in front of me, and now they don't. So at least they're getting to that point where I'm not going to say it on this person. Hopefully they start doing it less and less. But, it's so much of the influence of the movies, of the rap scene and all that, homie.
It is the rap scene, and check this out. I was watching an interview with the Homeboy and the other homie from 18th Street. What's his name?
Oh, Dopey?
King Little G.
Oh, King Little G. Okay, yeah.
No, yeah, and there was, they're an example, homie, of how you can rap, you can do your thing, bro, but you don't have to talk like that. You can still make money, homie, and not sell yourself short. look, I mean, when you use that word, bro, it's like, you know, instead of progressing, you're regressing, homie.
Absolutely.
You know, and no disrespect to anybody, bro. But that's the fucking that's a fact, homeboy.
For
You know
sure.
what I mean? And we're not expecting you to talk like, hey, home, say this, and nobody's expecting you to talk like that, homie. But you know what I mean? Hey, use a dictionary. There's plenty of other words you can use, bro.
That's right, brother. Hey, man, I appreciate the phone call, the passion,
and
homeboy.
that's it. That's all I gotta say.
I
Hey,
got
call him promotion time, bro.
That's right, carnal. There you go. The homie's passionate, homeboy. Respectful. I love it. That's the way we do. That's the whole point of the platform, communication, carnal. All right, they're coming in. They're coming in. Mr. Alex from the great state of Texas. What say you?
Hey, what's up, man?
What's going on, Alex?
Yeah, what's up, man? I'm calling to talk about the last caller. You know, he was talking about Trump and, you know, the good stuff he's done, the bad stuff. We got to think about, you know, he spent 4 years of his presidency fighting allegations every month, going to court, fighting impeachment, you know, so that's kind of hard to run a country like that. You can't really do your job you're supposed to do when you're in court every month. You know, he was fighting that.
Well, I don't think he was fighting most of those. Those came after, because while he's president, a lot of those lawsuits were held at bay. The only thing was the impeachment, which was at the end was pretty much nothing, was a nothing burger. The Russian one was another nothing burger. So there was a lot of stuff that was just used to you know, to just get rid of them. But the thing that concerns me, if anything, is that are we in a country now that when we don't like what somebody says, somebody stands for, even though they have, you know, such a huge following and they've been the president, that instead of letting the guy run and speak his piece, that now we're going to charge him? And the way we get rid of him is by, you know, charging him with all kind of charges that you can charge anybody. You can charge Biden with that. You can charge his son with that. You can charge Pence with that. You can charge Bush with that. You can charge all these presidents with that. But since Trump doesn't want to play ball with them, all of a sudden, okay, this is the way we get rid of him. And you can tell now. It's not even, to me, it's not even like they're hiding it. Now it's like, dude, this guy cannot run for president. And that's what I see. And that's kind of scary to me, because that's kind of shutting somebody down, like keeping them silent. And I know a little bit of that because I get that every 6 to 8 months. Always something new comes out. Oh, here you go. And then it's all bullshit. But, you know, that's...
Yeah, they're weaponizing the FBI right now and using it to go after their political opponent.
Definitely.
You know, and that's what's scary right now.
And that's the issue I have. To me, let the vato run, homie. If he loses, no problem. If he wins, and there you go, homie. But let the vato run.
Yeah, right now it's just election interference. What they're doing to Trump right now.
That's why I see it.
They just want to put him. They want to put him in court every week. They don't even care if it sticks. They just want to mess up his campaign.
Yeah,
and
for sure.
You know, that's draining his funds, paying for lawyers, criminal defense, jumping on airplanes. That's hundreds of thousands of dollars of expenses hit in his pocket.
For sure.
You know.
All right, brother. Hey, thank you for the phone call.
They can.
They are.
All right, man. Thanks.
Appreciate it. Late. Bulldog Face said, "Orale, they got the paperwork on the vato." Yeah. yeah, homie. They got the paperwork on Trumpito, homie. They're gonna read on another podcast, homie. We got the exclusive. I hate to break the news to you, but Trumpito got charges, homie. I didn't want to be the one. With smile, grin to grin, homie. Gotta love it, man. The YouTube yarda is falling apart, unfortunately, homie. Estos vatos. Shout out to the YouTube yarda, homeboy. Let's see what you got, man. We're almost about an hour out. This will go to members only. Let me see. Caller speaking facts. Yeah, he was. Well, you know, we had a lot of good calls, man. Let's see. It's crazy how people think they're just now weaponizing the FBI. Yeah, they weaponized the FBI before. We know that. They did it under Clinton, and who else? Everybody gets a little piece of the pie every now and then, especially. But with the feds, I think Trump screwed up real bad when he called what's his name, the big tall guy. the FBI guy and had him go to the White House, and pretty much Trump did a Godfather thing. Do I have your loyalty? And the Fed's like, what the fuck on with the Fed? The FBI is not supposed to talk to the president. That's like the FBI is like the police of the presidents, homie. So I think Trump came in with that. I'm a developer. I bribe legally bribe politicians, so I'm gonna come in here and do whatever I want. That's his get down, but he can't do whatever he wants. And I don't know if he's gonna learn that, but he might be the next would be 49, the 49th president of the United States up in the penitentiary, homie. Nothing major, carnal. All right, so let's see. We're gonna start getting out of here pretty soon. I'll take one last phone call if you want it. If not, you know what that sound means, homie. Cali Max from NorCal. That's what I'm talking about, homies. They don't like it, homie. They don't like it. The Cali Max said that. That's all, folks. Are you serious? Come on, homie. You're on lunch break now or what? Gil, did you hear about Biden's whistleblower? There have recordings on bribery. Oh, no, I'm going to have to look that one up. Let me see. Yeah, I'm telling you, what this is going to do, this is going to open up an avenue for any party that comes in and takes control to start prosecuting the other party. Because, come on, man, there's always corruption in politics, unfortunately, man. That's just what it is, man. I'm doing what you do. You know what it is, people. All right. Shout out your city, your state, your town, homie. Let me know where you're from, homie. Cali Mac from Uptown Whittier. When you next live, Gil? Tomorrow the boys will be live. The boys will be back in town. I'm going to sit back there and just chill. But tomorrow, 6:30, the boys will be back. They'll talk on whatever they want, homeboy. I'm staying completely out of it. I'm giving them their time to shine, homie. I'm sharing the spotlight. I'm not being greedy. I'm just trying to, help the community, carnal. Those. Texas speaking fact. Orange County in the building. All right, we got Paris in the building. You know what it is. Gil starts posting your lives on Apple Podcasts, Spotify. You know what? The lives I haven't, and I should do the lives on there. I've been doing the podcast on there. So you know what? I'm going to have Chris go ahead and start getting the lives. I'm gonna hit him up right now. I got the last 2 lives. I'm going to put them on Spotify. I don't know what's going on with Apple. Apple should have been getting them, but maybe not, homeboy. This was banging her. Uptown, Whittier, Barrio Locotes. Keep it respectful. It's all love, homie. Minneapolis, South Sacramento. We got Big Fresno. We got Pacas, California, 818 in the building. Eastside, Fresno in the building. And with that, people, East Salas, El Condado de Monterrey, 831, carnal. Who just became a member, man? I can't even see what that name is. There you go, homeboy. All right. I'm going to say try, homie. Became a YouTube member. Appreciate it, homie. Where's Boo Boo's Beard's paperwork? Boo Boo's Beard, I need your paperwork, homeboy. With that, people, we're out. You guys have a great night. Stay blessed, and